Chapter 7 Integrals. 13th example, exercise 7.3. The example is I is equal to integration cos 2x minus cos 2 alpha divided by cos x minus cos alpha. Now in this example, alpha is a constant. The variable is x. So using the formula of cos 2x as 2 cos square x minus 1 in the place of cos 2x, in the place of cos 2 alpha, expressing it as 2 cos square alpha minus 1. So these are the formulas of trigonometric identities which is being taken up in the place of 2x and 2 alpha. Opening the brackets here, we get 2 cos square x minus 1 minus 2 cos square alpha, and minus makes it plus 1. Minus 1 and plus 1 gets cancelled. Taking out 2 common outside, inside the bracket remains cos square x minus cos square alpha divided by cos x minus cos alpha dx. Now using the formula of a square minus b square, we'll have it as 2 is being carried forward as it is a constant, integration cos x minus cos alpha into cos x plus cos alpha, that is a minus b into a plus b divided by cos x minus cos alpha. Now cancelling this cos x minus cos alpha from up and down both, the bracket remaining is cos x plus cos alpha. Now separately taking integration with both along with 2, we'll have 2 integration cos x dx plus 2 cos alpha. Now why cos alpha is taken out? Because it is alpha is a constant. So cos alpha becomes constant. So we have here 2 cos alpha and integration of only dx. Cos integration is sine and integration of 1 is x. So the final integration that we get becomes 2 sin x plus 2x cos alpha plus c. Now taking out 2 common from these two terms, the final integration is 2 inside the bracket sin x plus x cos alpha plus c. So this is how question number 13 is being integrated. 14th question is integration cos x minus sin x upon 1 plus sin 2x dx. Now there is no standard integration which can be directly used here. So 1 plus sin 2x is expressed as, in the place of 1, cos square x plus sin square x. In the place of sin 2x, 2 sin x cos x is substituted. And after substituting it, it gets converted into sin x plus cos x whole square formula. Upside remains cos x minus sin x. Now assuming sin x plus cos x as t and taking the derivative of sin x plus cos x, sin x derivative is cos x derivative is minus sin x. So we get here cos x minus sin x dx is equal to dt. Now taking up the integration cos x minus sin x dx as dt, and downside assuming it as t square, we get integration t raised to minus 2 dt, and integration of t raised to minus 2 becomes t raised to minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 plus c. Now operating this, we get here minus t raised to minus 1 plus c, because minus 2 plus 1 gives minus 1 and minus 2 plus 1 gives minus, so plus c we get as the integration after calculation of powers. Now t raised to minus 1 is expressed as minus 1 upon t plus c. Now t value is sin x plus cos x, that is being substituted in the place of t. So integration becomes minus 1 upon sin x plus cos x plus c. So this is how 14th one is being solved using the trigonometry identities and substitution method also. 15th one, the question is integration tan cube 2x sec 2x dx. Now direct integration is not possible, so converting tan 2x in terms of sin 2x upon cos 2x with cubes, and sec 2x is converted as 1 upon cos 2x. Now separating sin cube 2x as sin square 2x and sin 2x, cos raised to 4 2x, by multiplying 3 and 1 we get cos raised to 4 2x. Now the reason of separating sin cube 2x in term for sin square 2x and sin 2x is, in the place of sin square 2x, the identity 1 minus cos square 2x can be substituted, and sin 2x remains as it is, whole divided by cos raised to 4 2x. Now multiplying sin 2x with both these terms and dividing cos 4 2x separately with both, we get sin 2x upon cos 4 2x minus cos square 2x sin 2x divided by cos raised to 4 2x. Now cancellation over here, only cos square 2x remains. So we get here sin 2x upon cos raised to 4 2x minus sin 2x upon cos square 2x. Again there is no direct integration for this, so assuming cos 2x is equal to t, calculating the derivative of cos 2x, we get minus 2 sin 2x dx is equal to dt. Sin 2x dx will become minus dt by 2. Now keeping all the values in terms of t in the I statement, we get for sin 2x dx minus 1 by 2 dt, and cos raised to 4 2x is replaced as t raised to 4, as cos 2x is assumed as t. Now minus sign is there and minus dt by 2 is there, so minus and minus makes it plus half integration dt upon t square. For integrating 1 upon t raised to 4 and 1 upon t square, 1 upon t raised to 4 is written as t raised to minus 4, 1 upon t square is written as t raised to minus 2. Now t raised to minus 4 is taken up as minus 4 plus 1 upon minus 4 plus 1, as a part of the integration. Minus half remains as it is. T raised to minus 2 is taken up as minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. So we get t raised to minus 1 upon minus 1 plus c. Now just simplifying these powers, minus and minus will become plus, and 2 into 3 is 6. So 1 upon 6, 1 upon t cube, as the power is negative. And minus plus will make it minus 1 by 2. T raised to minus 1 is 1 upon t plus c. Now t is taken up as cos 2x. So keeping the value of t as cos 2x, we get 1 upon 6 cos cube 2x minus 1 upon 2 cos 2x plus c. Now we can express 1 upon cos 2x as sec 2x also, and can finalize the answer in terms of sec 2x. 16th one is integration 10 raised to 4x dx. Now there is no direct integration of 10 raised to 4x. So we need to simplify this 10 raised to 4x as 10 square x into 10 square x. One of the 10 square x is taken up as sec square x minus 1. Multiplying 10 square x with both, we get 10 square x sec square x minus 10 square x. Now again the integration of 10 square is not there. So 10 square x is replaced by sec square x minus 1. Now in the first term, 10 square x we are not writing as sec square x minus 1. Reason is we already have the derivative of 10x as sec square x here. That is the reason in the first case we are not changing 10 square x as sec square x minus 1. Now opening this bracket, we get 10 square x sec square x minus sec square x minus minus plus 1. After separating it, taking up the integration, we get here 10 square x sec square x dx minus sec square x dx plus integration of only dx, that is 1's integration. Now to integrate 10 square x and sec square x, we assume 10x is equal to t, because the derivative of 10x is sec square x dx, which can be easily replaced as dt. So 10x is differentiated, we get sec square x dx is equal to dt. Now putting this value in the first term for integration, in the place of 10 keeping t, we get t square. Sec square x dx is replaced as dt. As there is a direct integration of sec square, so we will keep it as sec square x dx only. Integration of 1 will remain as it is, that is dx. Integration of t square is t cube by 3. Sec square integration is 10x. Integration of 1 is x plus c. Now the value of t is replaced by 10x. So we get the final integration as 10 cube x upon 3 minus 10x plus x plus c. So this becomes a direct or final integration. 17th one, it is given integration sin cube x plus cos cube x divided by sin square x cos square x dx. The easiest way to simplify this integration is separately divide both by sin square x cos square x. So dividing them separately, we get this type of the term. Sin square and sin cube will get cancelled to sin x. Cos square x remains as it is. Cos square and cos cube x will get cancelled to cos x. Remains sin square x dx. Now separating sin and cos as one of the bracket, and as two cos are there, so it is separated as 1 upon cos x. So here the combination is being taken of cos square x in terms of one going with sin and one is separated as 1 upon cos x dx. Same thing for 2 sin square, as sin square x is there, it is also separated, one goes with cos and one is being taken with 1. So this is how the arrangement is being done both for cos square x and sin square x. So sin upon cos gives us 10x, 1 upon cos gives sec x dx. Same for another term, cos x upon sin x is cot x, 1 upon sin gives cosec x dx. Now there is a direct integration for 10x sec x, that is sec x, and the integration of cot x cosec x is minus cosec x plus c. So this becomes a final integration as sec x minus cosec x plus c. 18th one, it is given as integration cos 2x plus 2 sin square x divided by cos square x dx. Now we know one of the formula of cos 2x as 1 minus 2 sin square x. And why this formula is used? Because 2 sin square x is already given. So expressing cos 2x in terms of 1 minus 2 sin square x plus 2 sin square x divided by cos square x dx. Now minus 2 and plus 2 gets cancelled. That is minus 2 sin square x plus 2 sin square x gets cancelled. Integration of 1 upon cos square x dx is left. 1 upon cos square is sec square x dx, and the integration of sec square becomes 10x plus c. So the final integration is 10x plus c. 19th one is I is equal to integration 1 upon sin x cos cube x dx. Now whenever there is a combination of sin and cos in the denominator and numerator is 1, then this 1 is expressed as the identity sin square x plus cos square x divided by sin x cos cube x dx. Separately dividing both by sin x cos cube x and cancelling it, one sin x remains up, downside is cos cube x. Same over here, one cos x remains and sin x dx. Now we are left out over here as sin x upon cos cube x, which is being adjusted and arranged as one cos goes with sin and cos square x is being separated. And here we get 1 upon sin x cos x dx. Sin upon cos is written as 10x. 1 upon cos square x is taken as sec square x dx. Now here the arrangement is being done, multiplying and dividing by cos x in the denominator. So sin x upon cos x becomes 10x and 1 upon cos square x becomes sec square x dx. This step is very important. And the first step, taking up 1 as cos sin square x plus cos square x. Now after simplifying and converting it in terms of tan x and sec square x, we will assume tan x as t. The derivative of tan x becomes sec square x dx is equal to dt. Now putting all the values in their places, in the place of tan x t, sec square x dx is written as dt. In the second term also, tan x is kept as t and sec square x dx as dt. Now integrating t, we get t square by 2, and integrating 1 upon t becomes log t plus c. Now putting the value of t as tan x, the final integration becomes tan square x upon 2 plus log tan x plus c. So this becomes the final integration. 20th one is integration cos 2x upon sin x plus cos x whole square dx. Now we have one formula of cos 2x as cos square x minus sin square x divided by cos x plus sin x whole square dx. Now here it is very important that which formula is to be kept so that the simplification becomes easy as well as the integration becomes easy. So the best formula for cos 2x to be used here is cos square x minus sin square x. That means both cos and sin we have used. Reason is in the denominator both cos and sin are there. Now using a square minus b square form, we get cos x minus sin x into cos x plus sin x divided by cos x plus sin x whole square dx. Now cancelling one cos x plus sin x up and down, we get integration cos x minus sin x upon cos x plus sin x dx. Now assuming here cos x plus sin x, that is whatever is written down as t, and differentiating it. Cos x differentiation is minus sin x and sin x differentiation is cos x, dx is equal to dt. Now rearranging the term, we get cos x minus sin x dx is equal to dt. Now keeping all these values in the integration, substituting them, cos x minus sin x dx is dt, cos x plus sin x is t, that is written here. So we get here integration dt upon t, and integration of 1 upon t is log t plus c. Now keeping the value of t as cos x plus sin x, we get log of cos x plus sin x plus c, and that is the final integration. 21st one is I is equal to integration sin inverse cos x dx. Now we don't have the integration of sin inverse. So to remove sin inverse from here, we have adjusted cos x as sin pi by 2 minus x dx, so that sin inverse and sin gets removed and only pi by 2 minus x remains. So we get here integration of pi by 2 minus x dx. Now as pi by 2 is a constant, it is taken out. Integration of dx, that is 1, minus integration of x dx. Integration of only dx is x, so we get pi by 2 x minus x integration is x square by 2 plus c. So this is how The 21st example is integrated. The first step is important, expressing cos in terms of sine. If the first step is taken up properly, then the integration becomes easy. 22nd example is I is equal to integration dx upon cos x minus a cos x minus b. Now here we are not going to make use of 2cc formula, but the very first step is very important. Whatever is given in the bracket is being adjusted taking sign up. We have one of the form as x minus a, so x minus a is taken. Another form is x minus b, so x minus b is taken with sign. So the arrangement is done in such a way that x and x will get cancelled upside and only b minus a remains, that is sin b minus a remains, and sin b minus a, to neutralize it, outside 1 upon sin b minus a is divided. Now the arrangement is to be done in such a way that x should get cancelled, only the constant b and a should remain. So we have taken here sin x minus a minus x minus b. If we open the bracket here and operate it, x and minus x will get cancelled and b minus a will remain. So here we have divided it by sin b minus a. So the cancellation gives only 1 up. So these are the adjustment. So this step is very important. Divided by cos x minus a cos x minus b. Now taking up the formula of sin alpha minus beta as sc minus cs. So we get here sin x minus a cos x minus b minus cos x minus a sin x minus b divided by cos x minus a cos x minus b dx. Now separately dividing both. In the first case, cos x minus b and cos x minus b will get cancelled and sin x minus a upon cos x minus a remains dx. Same here, dividing the second term also with cos x minus a and cos x minus b. Cos x minus a and cos x minus a gets cancelled and sin x minus b upon cos x minus b dx remains. Now we know that sin is a derivative of cos. So assuming cos x minus a as t, differentiating it, we get minus sin x minus a dx is equal to dt. Sin x minus a dx will be equal to minus dt. Same the other side. Instead of taking t, y is being taken. That is cos x minus b is equal to y. Differentiating it, we get minus sin x minus b dx is equal to dy. And sin x minus b dx will be equal to minus dy. Keeping the values in their places, we get minus integration dt by t plus integration dy by y, and integrating it 1 upon sin b minus a remains as it is. Integration of 1 upon t becomes minus log t and 1 upon y becomes log y plus c. Now as it is minus log t plus log y, so with the help of division rule of log, it can be taken up as 1 upon sin b minus a will always remain as it is a constant. We express it as, with the help of division rule, log of y upon t plus c. Now putting the value of y as cos x minus b, we get final answer as log cos x minus b upon t value is cos x minus a. So keeping that value, this is going to be the final answer or the final integration. 23rd is an MCQ. The integration given over here is sin square x minus cos square x upon sin square x cos square x dx. Now the very first step itself is dividing both the terms in the numerator separately with sin square x cos square x. In the first case, sin square x will get cancelled and 1 upon cos square x remains. In the second case, cos square x will get cancelled and 1 upon sin square x remains. 1 upon cos square gives sec square x. 1 upon sin square gives cosec square x dx. Then integrating both separately, we get integration of sec square x dx minus integration of cosec square x dx. Integration of sec square is 10x. Integration of cosec square is minus cot x and plus c. Minus minus will make it plus cot x plus c. So the final answer is 10x plus cot x plus c, and option A is the correct option. 24th one is integration e raised to x 1 plus x divided by cos square x e raised to x dx. Now here you will find that inside cos square x e raised to x is there, and there is no direct integration to solve this type of the example. So we directly take it up x e raised to x as t, and differentiating it by using multiplication rule of differentiation, we get x d by dx of ex, that is x is kept as it is, plus e raised to x is taken up as it is, dx by dx, dx is equal to dt. Now derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. Derivative of dx upon x will be 1. So we get here x e raised to x plus e raised to x dx is equal to dt. Now in the example, in the numerator, multiplying e raised to x inside, we get e raised to x plus x e raised to x dx whole divided by cos square x e raised to x. Now keeping the value in the numerator as dt and denominator placing the value of t, we get cos square t. 1 upon cos square t makes it sec square t dt, and the integration of sec square is 10t plus c. Now the value of t is replaced here as x raised to ex plus c. So this is how 24th one is integrated.